Saturday stream. Today we've got a couple objectives in mind. Gonna fish and PvP. Pretty simple. Let me make sure the stream is up and running. Get some music rolling. Okay. Looks like things are operational. Hey there, Bard. How's it going? Okay. Today's the day. Today is the day. I've been working on this since the War Within dropped, so 2 full seasons, basically a year. But I think I'm pretty close. Trying to get max fishing. Let's put on all our fishing gear. Oversized bobber. Aqua dynamic fish attractor. Let's go nuts. All right, we're pretty close to max fishing. I think we're at 97. Let me check. 97, 97. All right. Hairfish and a nibbling minnow. And then in the meantime, I'm going to queue up on my, my EU lock while we look for fishing pools. There's one. Get a fishing raft. All right. Bart, how you doing? You say you were like pushing some M plus? Whispers of the Deep is pretty nice, actually. I can actually get skill points from this, so this might. There's there's a skill point right there. Crazy. Well, this is lucky. This might cut short my little fishing grind. You're 2,700? Nice. That's close. What's the highest plus key you've completed so far? Well, I'm getting a lot of stuff from this little fishing pool. 11? Okay, nice. So you just need to work your way up to like 12s and 13s and you're done. Okay, throat's a little scratchy today. Hope I'm not coming down with something again. I swear I'm sick like every few weeks now. It's crazy. Wait, Glimmer Pool? Hmm. You want to do higher, but you're not getting invited? It takes, yeah. I mean, that's the thing about M plus. Like you have to work your way up just one at a time. You go from 11, you finish all your 11s, then you can do 12s, and then you can do 13s. I think you need to do like half 13s, half 12s to get 3K, I think. Hmm. Approximately. Yeah. Let's find some new music today. It's my goal. Hip hop. All right. Yeah, and I've been kind of playing around with Evoker, trying to get to a point where like I feel comfortable playing it on stream, because I don't actually know what I'm doing, and I still don't know what I'm doing, but I can win a few games here and there. So I think I'm getting close. I might play some Evoker later today. The goal though, first, let's see, how many like derby marks do I have? 13? Okay. How's this queue going? I'm thinking of turning add-ons back on, to be honest. I feel like I've pretty clearly established that, I mean, this guy's 2,500, so very possible to get 24, 2,500 without any add-ons. It sort of doesn't seem to be totally worth the effort. Okay, we've got a 2,500 lobby here. 2 rogues. Wow, that's pretty rare. Let's fish while we do the solo shuffle. Soul Harvester. What is this? Triple melee. That's no fun. Okay. Kind of an intense start to the day. Morning, Hazel. How's it going? Yeah, missed yesterday's stream just because had a lot going on IRL, but should be pretty chill today. Fishing and PvP. That's the goal. Alright, which one is which? This guy's the assassin rogue, okay. Alright. Oh, they have double smoke bombs. That's really silly. I'm at the wall here. So, I didn't play that very well. Just trying to stun, slow down their damage a little. I can't even tell. I didn't turn on add-ons. 2,500, you can't play without add-ons. It's just too hard. People don't make the same kind of mistakes. Oh boy. He missed the Spirit Link by a little bit. Okay. I got into it just at the end. This is so hard. So I faked the nice. Okay. Managed to get the good sequence there on the priest. But the difficulty of playing without add-ons. I think after this I'm going to reactivate them. 2,500 just I think getting to 2,600 without any add-ons is probably, you got to be like super good. Okay. Hey there, Outroot. Hey Patras, how's it going? We've been slowly reactivating them just to kind of see what's working best. Oh my gosh. I was like, why do I have like, where's my Fel Lord? I have the I have my Blitz set up. Shoot. Fellord would have helped a lot there, that's for sure. Alright, got precog. This is that was very, almost a terrible way to die. Precog again. Alright. This is too intense of a game for me to just like be waking up now. Interrupt hex. I think I've got pretty good pressure here. Alright, this is tough. It's very tough. No doubt about that. Wall. I don't think I have much much I can do here. I don't even know how to get this tyrant out. Done both. This is a really nice tyrant, actually. Unfortunately, may not be enough. Hey there, Outroot. Trying to get a blitz queue with all the PvP are sleeping? Yeah. Sleeping or just waking up? I'm like way too distracted or too like groggy to be doing this. Okay, because like I didn't even have the like a Fell Lord. I didn't have Impish Instincts. I'm just trying to fish. That's all. I also need add-ons. This is too hard. I can't tell when kicks are available, but we'll see. I outplayed the first round. In double melee lobbies like this, do you think Diabolus would be insane? So I think Diabolus is very good. However, I think it's still easier to shut down. So it makes it a little bit harder to kind of like pull off. Fellord. This is a really good Fellord. Interrupt the healer. Oh shoot, I couldn't get the follow-up here though. Coil. Fake the kick. Shadow Fury. Your healer. Oh no, he faded it. Pretend to fear healer. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and Healthstone here. Get the precog. Fear rogue during penitence. Just swapping targets here, pretty Or pretty good, I think I have a pretty good tyrant here in a second. There we go. Interrupt the healer. Wall. Hacked. This is very bad. This map, I think like my positioning has been very bad on this map. Interrupt the healer. This might be a kill. There we go. All right. Sometimes I get into this situation on this map where like on this like corner, I can't get away from it. Like with double melee, you just get stuck there. It's super annoying. Let's see. So much garlic. Yeah, the Diabolist can be very good just because of Howl of Terror, but against Resto Shaman, I don't love it because they have Tremor Totem to counter it, and then you also just like you have to hard cast a little too much to get your damage rolling. Sometimes I find that that's actually too hard to pull off, but I could be wrong. I don't know. I'm not the best at Diabolist, to be honest. All right, which rogue is which? This is a sub rogue. It's a pretty early bomb. I don't know. I don't think that's gonna get much mileage for them. Coil, fear. There we go. Just trying to spread out a little so that kind of port back up, but kind of far. Fear the healer. Why can't I port? There we go. Oh my gosh, I can't cast anything. Wall. I can't tell the difference between these rogues. Coil, Bellord. Interrupt the healer. Try and get precog, got precog. And this blast. Can we get it? No, not quite. I think we got cheat death though, that's pretty good. Kill Spirit Link. Can't really follow up here, but I will have Tyrant in a second. Coil, oh no, port. Get this. Tyrant, stun the rogue. Yeah, just constant pressure. Hey, Outroot. So you wake up at 7, check streams. High-rated blitzers are now logging off from that. Yeah, see, that's why I can't. I don't think I can push for rank 1 in Blitz this season. I just don't have it in me to stay up super late. It's crazy. It's crazy how late they play. It's like 2 a.m. to 7 a.m. Just what are they doing? Here, you guess any reason it's 25-second AoE fear to be super disruptive? I think it is. It's just that like I find that the damage pressure is it's really good if you can get some casts off. But Soul Harvester is easy. Like a lot of my damage is just from Demon Bolt, which is instant cast. So it relieves a lot of pressure on my end to perform super well. I shouldn't have trinketed that. That was a big mistake. That could haunt me in a second here. I got a really late Tyrant there. Just trying to keep them into Fell Lord. I'll port that. Interrupt the healer. This actually might be a kill. Nah. Spirit Link. Get precog, Fear Healer. Keep damage rolling on both. I think the monk is probably most vulnerable right now. Interrupt healer. But we hit what we can. Got a tyrant coming up soon. Oh, I tried to fake that. That's too bad. Got precog. Wall. Tyrant in a second here. Maybe not. Healthstone. Get precog again. AoE stun, which hopefully doesn't screw up the my teammates' stun DRs. I feel like this guy is immortal. I don't understand it. There we go. Wow. I don't have a damage meter because I'm not playing with add-ons right now, but I feel like we were doing a lot of damage there. Okay. Windwalker. I don't know which one's easier to kill. I like to go on assassin rogues usually, but we'll see. Hey Sandu, how's it going? Good morning. We're doing some shuffles and blitzes in between our fishing quest, which I might need to just stop queuing for a second because I need to finish my fishing quest this week. Get max fishing. That's a nice static totem. Buy us a little time. Trying to get a little bit of a... I'm going to fake the fear. So if you fake a couple of fear casts against a priest, so good priests will be watching for your fears, and you can really mess them up by faking a couple times, because they will try to fade, then Shadow Word Death. This is not a great situation, though. Got precog. Keep hearing the priest. Wall. Just going for the kill, honestly. Because they don't have swap or anything. Not great. Alright, got it. Okay, look at that. So 5-1. We're almost at 2600 on EU, and that's without any add-ons whatsoever. So it is doable. It's just there's no need to subject yourself to that pain, because like it's a lot easier when you can track. Oh hey bud, he can help you. One sec, hold on. Okay. I think a Q just popped, but I'm actually not too keen on taking it because I'm going to queue for solo again. And what I need to do is I need to finish the fishing quest this week because I'm really close to 100 fishing, plus 100 fishing, plus 100 perception, which has taken me a really long time to grind. So I'm going to requeue for these and then. But yeah, that's pretty. I did a lot better in that lobby than I thought I would, to be honest. Had the wrong talents the first two games, and then I got a lot more precogs than I normally get without any add-ons. Because without Omnibar, it's a little bit of guesswork when you should fake cast and when you should like hard cast. I guess like with enough practice, I can probably do without Omnibar, but it's definitely been an uphill battle. But the most important thing is I gotta find. I need Royal Ripple. Oh, I was about to say I need a Royal Ripple. There's one right there. That's pretty awesome. This pool is a little rare, but you need it to get the Regals, or no, you need to get the I can't remember what it's called. Royal. Maybe it is a Regal. No, I got a Cursed Ghoulfish. Let's see. What's it called? Some sort of Regal thing. And then you use that to catch a Queen's Lurfish. Dottyback. Regal Dottyback. Do you think that's a real name of a fish? Or is it totally made up? Okay, let's get a few Regal Dottybacks, and then I think I can finish off the Queen's Lurfish. Then for Aerithor Hammerfish, you got to find a bloody pool. Blood in the water, whatever it's called. Fishing and PvP. This guy he's in queue for both. Yeah. All right, great. Okay, let's throw one of these cursed goldfish back in. The Regal Dotty back. Huh. This queue really wants to pop. I want to play it, but I only have 30 minutes. And if I go another week without finishing the quest, I'm gonna be very sad. So, oh, okay, there we go. There's Queen's Lurfish. Now I just need an Aerithor Hammerfish. You know, maybe I could take this in. All right, let's find Blood in the Water. They're usually around here somewhere. Let's switch to our Diabolist build. Or not Diabolist, Blitz build. So I'm not completely add on this. I am playing with Battleground enemies. This add-on will still work in the future. After the big nerfs, the add-on Purge. And it's kind of a must-have. I've pretty much decided that like it's not even worth playing Blitz without it. It's just not even fun. You can't tell what's going on. So this is nice. But I gotta catch fish. I have to clear out these pools so that other pools can spawn. There's all these little tricks with fishing. Doesn't take long to learn it, but fish. I don't really care about. I don't think you get blood in the waters down there, or at least I haven't seen very many of them. So, calm surfacing ripple. Let's clear this one out. Where is it? All right. Okay, let's focus on this. By focus on it, I mean let's finish fishing too. This is a 2350 Blitz. I'm playing demo, which is kind of like the worst, maybe the worst spec out of all the specs in this particular map. I think we have the least mobility and the least amount of damage, like mobility, in the sense that like we can't like shift our damage over to whatever we want to hit. So I'm popping my ultimate or defensive just to get my full damage rotation out. Trying to blow this guy up. Because it's actually pretty nice. It's pretty impactful when you can when they start with a healer as a flag carrier and you kill them. You can clear out the rest of their team here. I just need to control. Wait, that wasn't a healer. That was a boomkin. Never mind. Can't tell. Maybe if I'm lucky, I can kill this guy. Coil. AoE stun. Nice, we got him. So this is where demo does shine on this map. Where demo shines is simply tunneling damage on everybody who walks into the middle area. Because what happens is, I don't have my imp counter add-on on. I don't have any add-ons on really, other than Battleground Blitz. But I'm stacking up imps, and they aren't expiring quickly. So when I'm not hitting anybody, I have all these imps, and I haven't stacked up that many, but like, so they actually will hang around for another 45 seconds or something. I'm not sure how long the duration is, but it's a lot longer when they're not actually attacking anything. So you can actually end up with like 30 imps sometimes in the center and just absolutely dominate. Wow, that guy just evaporated. So we're dominating, so I can fish at the same time. Why don't I... Let's CC the healer. I think he's feeling kind of depressed. He's not even moving. Alright. Shoot, I missed the fish. I didn't hear it. Yeah, we're doing pretty good here. I don't think there's much the other team can do at this point. We have total control of the center. Play a new soul well for everybody. Alright. We're doing great here. I think I caught like 10 fish during this game. Very nice. And I think that's GG. Alright. Let's just see the damage. Yeah, see, top damage on our team. They had a red pally who did a ton of damage. I don't even know how that's possible. He did that much damage. Wow. Um, but yeah, demo is actually really good if you can control the middle because you can do a lot of consistent damage. But if you have to like travel around the map as a demo lock, no fun. You're doing no damage, no tankiness, nothing. Okay, cube again, but what? Oh my gosh! Wait, I only have 25 minutes. I gotta find a. Hmm. I'm liking the cues, so I'll accept it. But I have 25 minutes left on my fishing quest. Shoot, this one takes more attention. I have to pay more attention on this map because it's like there's a lot more movement. Because you have to constantly follow the cart. I can't just stand in the middle and like do my damage rotation, tab out, catch a fish, tab back in. All right, starting to get a little stressed here. Let's mount up. All right, we gotta find a blood in the water. That's the key. Blood in the water, and then I will probably be done. You don't always get an aerith or hammerfish, but pretty commonly do. Wrong pool again. Wait, what's that? Com surfacing. Let's see if we can find something over here first. What side are we? We're Alliance? Okay. There's no pools here? Uh-oh. Do I have like fishing competition right now? There's like other people fishing. Glimmer pool? Let's just clear this one out then, I guess. So I'll just fish here while I play. Gonna run out of time. Okay, so Alliance has an advantage. You have to run as quickly as possible to the center. You can tag the center before they can get there. Just wall right at the start because I got gripped in, so they're trying to burst me down. Wow, I'm taking a lot of damage. So I actually left the circle because I thought I was going to die for one, but also when you have a lot of melee just kind of training you down, you sort of want to try and pull them away from the circle so that they have to like either stay in the circle and damage you and damage somebody else or leave the circle and their team loses influence, but we're not really doing so hot here. I think there's like basically no way we get this unless we kill the healer. Yeah. So I wonder if they have. I wasn't paying attention, but like sometimes they send 6 to lava to our 5, and maybe that's what was happening. Also, their team comp is really strong for team fights. Just looking at it, Assassin, Boomkin, Destro. It's a lot of damage. All right, I gotta find a blood in the water. I think that's more important to me than winning this particular game. So I'm gonna try to do both. No, you know, still trying to help my team, interrupt the healer, but I think this game is gonna be tough. 10 seconds on res. Where are all the pools? What's that? Royal Ripple? Shoot. Not the right kind. I'll farm it though. So Assassination Rogue is incredibly good on this particular map because the team fights are very, very tightly packed. As you can imagine, everyone's trying to stay inside the cart. I'm trying to. Normally, I don't try and go for the kill on a healer, but this monk has been alive this whole time, I think. He's getting low on mana, so that actually means I probably don't even need to focus on him. Wow, I died? I'm not sure what's going on with the heals. Alright, let's clear this pool out. I think the monk got the rejuvenation thing. He's like hard carrying the lava cart. Stun him, coil. Oh shoot, he got precog from somebody. If we kill him, that's actually very, very, very big for us, but he is refusing to die. You're the healer. Your healer. Stun healer. Coil. Fear again. Just trying to get kill on somebody. I don't think it's happening though. Okay, that's actually very big. We took the cart right at the end. Oh shoot, he's getting the rejuve thing. I can't let him. Oh well, he got it. All right. 17 minutes? Oh, this is starting to get stressful. What have I done to myself? Okay, I need more health stones, so we'll lay one here. Oops. Let's fight for lava again. Oh shoot, I got interrupted. Let's kill the rogue. Man, this monk making my life so hard. All right, we got one down. That's huge. Shoot, I need to repair too. Oh, I got a cocoon. I'm gonna take the rejuve thing. Oh shoot, he's not gonna let me. I just don't want the monk to get it. There we go. Heal up my little pet guy. All right, let's mount up. Oh, I don't have a yak on this guy. Repairing is so much harder. Hey, so much garlic. Just started playing some demo. Let me tell you, the most annoying thing is healers not playing for your port. Yeah. Um, I think it can be pretty annoying, but there's only so much they can do around that. Um, it depends on your playstyle. Some people like you have to play around port because you do a lot of line of sight and kiting and stuff. I tend to just place myself in the open. I use port almost only just to like get a couple of extra quick casts off, and then oh wow, he's conduited my stun again. This guy's outplaying me hard. Get a Bellord down. Get out of that teleport thingy. This gold is just... Actually, we just need to cap this and we win, I think, so... Can we kill him? Alright. Nice. 2 victories while fishing. We're doing pretty good here. You feel like you kind of just die if you stand in the middle of the arena? Yeah, you do have to kite some. You have to force the enemy team to kind of like come to your side of the map, I guess. Because if you don't, then they will, then you'll never really get good CC on their healer. So you do have to kind of like pull them in. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, not, I have trouble like kind of like even thinking about how I play it. But I don't do a lot around like my port, I feel like. Or maybe I'm like underestimating how much I do. Hey Patras, what add-on? This is a weak aura. So if you go to my Discord, you can get the weak aura. Um, but it's a imp tracker. All it does is just track my imps. It's pretty nice for PvE too, actually. PvP, it's like moderately useful. It doesn't really change how I play in PvP, because I don't implode in PvP. That's the main thing it's used for. It's like knowing when you should implode, like when you've got a lot of low energy imps, that kind of stuff. Yeah, my voice is a little scratchy today. Uh, but yeah, you can't really another thing is that you can't really control what your healers will do. Some of them are just gonna play well. Some of them, oh, blood in the water, nice. Um, some will play well, some won't. Just kind of is what it is. Um, the thing is, like the enemy healer is doing the same thing. You know, uh, it's pretty hard to play around the port in the sense that like the healers need to stay within line of sight of your port. But if they stay right next to your port, then oftentimes when you port, you're actually putting the healer in a compromised position because warriors, for example, will quickly just jump right back on top of you and then AoE fear, and so they'll get like more value out of their fear. So those sorts of things, you don't want to put your healer in a compromised position too. It's pretty tough. So oftentimes when I port, I'm making sure like I immediately port and then make sure I'm like scooting away from my healer so that there's a little bit of space. The mount is sick. Oh yeah, this one here. Yeah, this is the one you get from doing the time walking dungeons. Oh, I finished it. Nice. Okay. So let's turn in the quest. And then let's see. So I've got 22 marks. I think I need actually 8 more. I may be a little short. Let's see. Can't remember what you get for how many skill points you get for turning in the quest. But I currently have 98 perception, I think. 98 perception, 97 fishing. So I'll pick up the fishing reward from the quest. Angler thread. And then, oh, I'll have just enough. So I'll buy one angler thread, two secret threads, and one angler thread. All right, this is it. The moment we've all been waiting for. I've been working so hard for this. All right, this is it. 100 angler thread, 100 secret thread. Holy cow. What an achievement. What can I say? 100 achievement, that's like 200 achievement points right there. I'd like to thank my mom, my dad, my family, my wife. That's it. Okay, well, you know what? That was super worth it. All that fishing. How much fish have I caught? I wish it broke it down by like how many fish you've caught over each expansion. I've caught 35,000 fish almost. Crazy. Okay. Oh, this. Oh, the hound. This character. This mount here. You like this? Dude, this mount sucks. This is like, this is the gladiator mount. It's like a bat. Next season's gladiator mount is gonna look super cool. Um, I'm just wearing this because it took a lot of work to get, but I don't actually like it very much. Are there any blitz queues going? I guess we'll see. I don't know. That's not gonna happen. Um, let's see. Maybe you just need to play more confidently, stand on your side of the map, and cast more. Yeah, I mean, it is helpful. You want to play on your half of the map, for sure, but you don't want to play so defensively. Well, it depends. If you play really defensively and you force the enemy players to go um, on your teammate instead of you, that works if you are able to do a ton of CC and damage. Like if you can make the most out of being free to cast, then or free casting, then you can do a lot. So it kind of depends on your playstyle. And whereas if you're when you get targeted, if you're able to still get a lot of casts off, that's when you want to present yourself as a target, which is what I do. But it takes a lot of practice to do that. Um, okay, we did it. We finished fishing in War Within. I'm pretty sure there's like that's it, right? I've got like all the War Within fishing quests done or achievements. I've got some old stuff that I still need to like. I haven't found these guys. I spent a lot of time in Orgrimmar and Ironforge just trying to fish these guys up, and it's like I don't know, could take forever. It's a bunch of other stuff I could probably get pretty easily, but whatever. Um, yeah, we're a super fisher. Okay, what I'm gonna do now is go back to town, sell all this stuff. I should probably stop tracking the derby marks. I don't need those. Going to, I should probably put on my PvP gear before I forget. Okay, and then let's auction all this fish off that we caught. It's kind of one of the interesting things about the fishing tournament is that, or the fishing, yeah, it's a fishing tournament every week, is that you don't actually turn in anything for it. You just have to catch them, and then you can still sell them for gold. Another interesting thing about fish is that they never go rotten, you know? There's like no bacteria in Azeroth or something because this fish would, I don't know, should go bad pretty fast. All right, what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna keep queuing on this guy. Um, we're almost at 2600 in EU, and then keep playing that. I think I'm gonna reactivate add-ons because I'm kind of bored of no add-on stuff. It just doesn't seem worth it. Do you need all this other detail stuff? Threat? I don't even know what that stuff is. Gladius, again, like I don't think Gladius actually makes any difference at all, but it's all it's all fine. Why not? 2600, I think we need add-ons. That's my conclusion. Okay, there we go. And then hopefully everything else is working. Looks like it's working. Plus this way we can see what our queue time is. And on this guy, so I want to play, let's see if we can catch a quick queue. Well, first I'm going to go make a cup of coffee. Well, let me get in queue first. But I've been slowly learning how to play Aug Evoker. So we're going to play some demo on this guy, 2600 games. And then we're going to play some Aug Evoker on this guy, which I'm not good. I'm still learning. But I can see that it's got a lot of potential. It's definitely not as bad as everyone thinks. Is my general thinking. Like I got up to 1900 pretty quickly. Doesn't mean I'm good. Means I'm above average so far. But the damage rotation is very simple. So I think the key is like figuring out what to do in the filler. Because the burst is simple. You just like, you just put on your prescience, Ebonmite, and then you basically just dive in, reset that, fire breath, upheaval, and then you spam eruptions. And I'm pretty sure that's it. That's literally the only thing you do. And this is like a max damage rotation. That's like 5 million DPS right now. Now the hard part is figuring out what to do in between. And I think you're trying to get like procs by like using Azure Strike and stuff. I think that's probably what you do. But I'm not quite sure. Like, how much do you cast Living Flame? Like, that's another question I have. I just don't know. And should I even have it upheavaled without Ebon Might up? I'm not sure. Because maybe I should have saved Ebon Might earlier. Things I'll figure out eventually. Anyway, gonna make some coffee. BRB. Okay, back. Oh shoot, did I miss a cue? Dang it. All right. Um, let's see, so much garlic. Spam sleep. Yeah, sleep definitely. Living flame. See, that's where I'm not sure. Like, is it actually living flame or is it Azure strike? Because living flame doesn't do a whole lot of damage. It hits harder for sure. But what's the cast time on it? 1.7. Seems like living flame is not that great. But what kind of synergy does it have with different stuff? So living flame will do increased damage here. You can get an instant cast living flame. That's right. Living flame has an increased chance to give you essence burst, which is good. But I don't take that. I think that the filler is actually that's right. Getting kicked on fire doesn't do anything to you. That's true. What I wonder is though, I'm playing around with source and magic, and I can't really tell if it's worth it. But what if you went like more Azure Strike talents? Tankier. I don't know. I'm just kind of making stuff up as I go. I haven't tried Unravel. It is instant. Let's see. I'm not a fan of music with words. Okay. So what about this, you know? A little tankier. I don't know, there are a lot of good notes. There's a lot of good options, I feel like, in this tree. This tree, I can't tell. I haven't played around with Rumbling Earth yet. It just seems like the other end talents are just so good. Like, you can't get all of them, right? There's no way. Yeah, you can't afford all the end talents, but time skip seems pretty good. Yeah. I mean, upheaval does decent damage, but I think you need to get these other stuff, right? Oh, they all sound so strong. 40% damage from black spells? That's a lot of damage. Okay, we got a Q Blitz here. Nice. So let's go ahead and stick this guy in a follower dungeon. Okay. Check a couple things on the stream. Looking good. All right. The Q not pop. All right, leave instance group. See if we can get it. Because I'm very curious about getting an AUG. If I can alternate AUG and demo games, that'd be pretty fun. I should probably play some Devastation too, but AUG just seems more fun. I like the eruptions and the upheavals and stuff. I'm just trying to see if there's any way I can get the Rumbling Earth talent. There's no way. Okay. I'd have to give up another end talent. I imagine this is. Yeah, this is not negotiable. This is probably a huge part of the burst. But I should probably. I should at least like experiment, right? Let's see. Let's send this guy into a follower dungeon. Let's experiment. What if you skip time skip? Get this. Give up Overlord for Rumbling Earth. Okay, another thing I'm not clear on is like, what does Motes of Possibility do? A random buff from your arsenal? What does that even mean? Do I still want time skip and then like this? Okay, first let me save my standard build. This works pretty well. But what if I go instead new loadout rumbling? Let's just call it rumbling. Play with what if I don't get time skip? Or what if I get time skip? Can I get, no, I can't. So in order to get interwoven threads, because that would be pretty cool, you get like 10% reduced cooldown on everything. Seems like that'd be strong too, right? But you'd have to give up a lot of damage to get it. But I'm not sure. It's like how much damage do you think you get from like the Overlord? Is that's like kind of unclear to me. Let's just see what this feels like. Okay. So null shroud, ebonmite, prescience. All right, let's do it. Deep breath, fire breath, upheaval, and we spam this. Oh, you can get a lot of eruptions that way. Just trying to get some instant proc stuff. All right, so now, and actually, you know what that did is that lined up this with upheaval pretty well. Okay, not bad. I lose some of the burst from the deep breath. So what do the motes of possibility do? What does this do? Healing received increased by 6%. I wish it was more obvious like what the motes did. I think the damage looks like almost identical. Because upheaval's damage it's just not a huge part of your damage profile. It just does a decent amount of burst. Because I only casted upheaval twice, right? I think twice. Each time it's doing like 2.5 million. It's a very fast cast too. That blitz Q is hilarious. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but it's because I've been popping in and out of. Oh, you know what? This guy, I lost a couple of my first blitzes So I think this Blitz rating, I mean, I may be toast on this character. It's like 1100 or something. Am I haste stacked? Yeah, I didn't even research that either. So I'm haste and versatility. What does mastery do? Mastery casting empower spell grants shifting sands, increasing their versatility. Huh. Haste is big pump. I just like haste. You know, when in doubt, go haste as a caster. Let's see. Yeah, I can't decide. I just don't know. Is Rumbling Earth any good? I miss Time Skip. Time Skip is pretty nice. It seems like I really wish I could get this an improved Time Skip or interwoven threads. Really strong end talents. Good options. So I think that's what I like about Og is that it has a lot of really interesting permutations. You can play different ways. I think they all look pretty good too. If I swap these out, get Overlord, Time Skip, it feels very strong. Wait, what does Upheaval do with more? Oh, it just increases the radius. That's not a big deal. Usually you're trying to burst one character down anyway. What about the Fire Breath? Where's Fire Breath? It does more front-loaded damage. Not a big deal either. So Font of Magic, not really missing that, I don't think. What does this do? Vex extend, Eben might extends. Oh, this is like healing stuff. I wonder if you use this in PvE or something. They seem kind of wacky for PvP. Yeah, the rest. So it's mostly the end talents where you have some like flexibility, but that's pretty cool because not many classes have flexible end talents, as far as I can tell. Like, how good is interwoven threads? Probably interwoven threads works really well with the upheaval build, I'm guessing. Like, you need this. That's a must-have for sure. Q popped. All right, let's send this guy into a follower dungeon. Unless this doesn't pop again. How do I make that sound quieter? Why is the sound on this one quieter? Is it like a why is that Q pop a lot quieter than on this character? I haven't figured that out. If anybody knows, that would be really helpful. Because the Q pop on this guy is like insanely loud, right? All right, here we go. Eye of the Storm, 20, almost 2400 game. We've got a lot of casters. They have a sub rogue. Oh no, this is not good. So it's likely I'm gonna have to sit against a sub rogue because we don't really have a ret. Who else could do it? So I assume a boomkin sitting against a sub rogue is like decent, and if they never find you because you can just stealth, but not great. I mean, I imagine the 1v1 is even worse than mine, so I'll probably have to fight this. That's fine. I'll volunteer. Hey, Lucky, you went from 24 to 23 to 24 to 23 last night in threes. It feels bad. Zero glad wins. It does feel bad. That happens. I I went from 25 to 21. Like, and just because I was like constantly pugging, and then I started realizing that the only way to play the LFG system properly is like you really have to be super selective with who you play with. It's the only way to do it. You can't just like pop in and carry people, or at least I can't. Hey Zenith, when do you play Diabolist and Soul Harvester as demo and shuffle? Um, I could play Diabolist now. It's totally fine. I play Soul Harvester in shuffle almost exclusively. I play around with Diabolist sometimes, just like when I think I'll get a lot of value out of Howl, and I think I'll be able to still get all my casts off. But it's pretty. I play with Diabolist probably more in Blitz than in shuffle, because in Blitz the Howlitaire is really strong for one, and second uh, you can cast more generally. Oh shoot! I accidentally cast. I think that slowed down my flag cap by like a second. What are we? Are we horde? No, we're alliance. Okay. All right. Let's keep an eye on. So their rogue went to cap their base, which is great. Where's the? Oh yeah, the eyes over there on this side. That's right. And then when you're defending a base, there's two jobs. First, keep an eye on the mid. Make sure. Um, See if there's like opportunities to help out. But the only way you can do that is when you have a total awareness of where their enemy team is. So that's their flag carrier. That's their rogue. He's chilling at their base. That's great for me. He's the only person who could take the space from me. So this is a funny situation where they have. I mean, we just completely dominated them in the mid. Um, but the problem with that is that we killed them so fast that our flag carrier is going to have a ton of stacks. So we are going to have to probably cap it before 1325, which is where you would cap to win. Because depending on when you take the flag, you can like sometimes just like hold it until you really need to cap. But wow, this guy's really intent on grabbing me. I put a Fell Lord up on there. Why is this guy going for me? What did I do? What did I do to him? All right. His third grip on me. So your one job here is really just try and do as much disruption. Uh-oh, they got the flag. So I want to go help get the flag back, but the truth is, if I do that, 99% of the time what will happen is our whole team will ghost the base, and we will lose. This guy would like cap it, he'll peer somebody and cap it. This Boomkin knows what's up though. He's like, yeah, he's had that happen to him. It's definitely happened to me before. You're that guy. This is problematic though, because we don't have a healer here. It's very hard for us to defend this, but I will body res here. Oh no. That was too low. My team is actually really bad. They're all like blaming me for getting capped on over there. There's like literally nothing I could have done because I got killed because the we didn't have a healer, and so the healers are like, "Why didn't you defend it?" Uh, this is why Blitz is such a comical thing sometimes. Um, okay, yeah. Sometimes you can kind of like. Sometimes you can do this. We'll see what happens. What is this Void Wraith? How do I get rid of this thing? There we go. Oh no, he overlapped Cyclone. I think it's okay. All right. So right there, I think actually being Diabolist helped me cap a lot easier because Halaterra works a lot better than fearing a priest in particular because priests have a lot of answers to fear if they can like prepare for a second. Like Fade, Shadow Word Death, I don't know, other stuff like that. Night Elf, Shadow Meld. Yeah, Lucky. Glad is going to be quite the grind. I'll be honest, it's not pleasant. As soon as people hit their glad targets, they're just like out of there. They'll never queue again, and so you just like you constantly have this like all the talent kind of like falling off, getting a little bit of inflation every week, but it's just not enough to make up for people just like stop playing after they hit their goal. And it's because there's no other goals. There should be like a 2,500 goal or 2,600 goal. Just like even if they're smaller things, not like a huge mountain stuff. Outroot, a lot of times when people blame others in Blitz and PvP in general, they literally have such a narrow perspective and no idea what's going on. Yeah, I think that's what I find is like people who think they're losing because of their teammates kind of have the wrong perspective on how to win and how to carry. Because you can't change what your team does, so you can only change what you do, really. So you kind of have to play around that. You have to be a little smarter about where you go, what you say. Did I ever make a team for Glad? Yeah, I did finish off the Glad grind. I didn't make a team. I pugged it like 2 games at a time. Takes forever. Uh, it would be so super easy to do if I just had a regular team of 3 people who like all played around the same level as me. But I would encounter really good people. We'd get like sometimes we'd get like 5 or 10 games in. Then one of them would finish their Glad grind, and then they're just like, "I'm peace, peace, I'm done." And then so I was basically just playing like 2 or 3 games per group. LFG is like a miserable experience, and I think a lot of people are going to want to do it next season because the next season Glad mount looks super cool. It's crazy. They finally made like a cool looking mount, so it's like everyone's like, wait a second, do I have to actually do this? Because like shuffle is just infinitely more fun. Where is it? Here it is. Yeah, it looks nice. It's pretty nice. Yeah, gonna have to do this again next season. It's funny. What is the follower dungeon strat? Kind of hold off on queue without starting over? Yeah, exactly. Because like I'm playing on 2 separate accounts. This one's in the European Union, and the other one is North America. And so when I get a queue pop on one guy, I send the other guy into his follower dungeon. So it basically pauses the queue. it doesn't. It helps a little bit. It's not like a huge improvement, but it definitely helps a little bit when it comes to getting into queues faster. But that, I guess somebody didn't accept that other queue, so we're still waiting. Looks better, but still not a fan of the bat. Yeah, luckily this looks a lot less like a bat for some reason. I mean, it's the same model. It's just a little glowier. Just a little glowy frills. That can make a big difference, you know? This looks like a just a bat. This is horrible. Blizzard and never taken away percent based titles. I, I'm okay with them making flat titles too, but I think they should just have more incentives, more achievements, more things to work towards. Because if the only thing that people can realistically get is flat sort of achievements, then as soon as they hit that, they're done. You know, there should be like rank 2, rank 3, rank 4 titles all the way down. Lipstick on a pig. Yeah, but you know, glowy blue lipstick, magical starry lipstick. I don't know what this is, voidy, whatever. Looks more like a galaxy type thing to me than a void. I think it's awesome. Yeah, but the toxic people in Blitz, it's really sad because the more toxic they are, the worse they play, for sure. People who are toxic, they get to that point because they're tilted, and so they're like spending a lot of time being angry as opposed to focusing on how to win. So it hurts their gameplay. Second, it hurts other people's gameplay because it's distracting. Sometimes it makes people get tilted too. And third, it makes a lot of people not want to play that game mode, which makes that game mode less fun than it would be. All games are more fun when more people play. So I should have, you know what I should do? I should report that guy, or at least ignore. Yeah, I'll ignore. They weren't like, they were just like, actually mostly talking in Spanish. But let's ignore that guy. Let's ignore um, the druid too, because the last thing I want to do is see them in my games. Hey, Forsaken. Good morning. What's up, bud? Hold on one sec. All right. Nice. This is what I wanted, solo shuffle. I want to show you guys how I play Og at with a gladiator mount at 1800. I'm not good at Og, but we maxed out fishing, which is our number one goal of the week. And now we're just trying to learn a little bit of a new class. I'm going to try doing this Rumbling Earth thing. I'm not convinced it'll be better than Overlord. Overlord is pretty awesome. It makes your deep breath do just a buttload of damage. You're probably giving up that burst for a little more sustained damage. But I don't think sustained damage matters too much. That's the thing. Okay. Let's buff up. This guy's in a follower dungeon for now. So we'll alternate between Warlock and Evoker. Now that we finished our fishing quest. Look at that. 100 Algari Secret Thread. Crazy. Thousands of fish died to give me this achievement. I didn't toss a single one back. Actually, I did toss some back. The ghoul fish. Okay. So I don't really know how to play this triple melee, but I'll just throw a null shroud on. Uh, let's just ebb and might here. Let's root them. Let's go flying around. Can I U-turn? I didn't U-turn very well there. Okay. That's an upheaval, and let's blast. Look at that. So much damage. Not enough. I've really got to sleep this guy. Sleep the healer. Let's keep blasting. Wow. Prescience. Azure Strike. Just trying to get procs. Ebon Might. Let's do another upheaval. Fire Breath. Let's blast this guy again. Until he makes me not blast him. Sleep that other guy. Nobody has kicked me yet. There we go. Very bizarre. Alright, I should probably heal myself. I actually don't really care if they're kicking me right now. I'm just kind of like messing around. Let's like rescue this guy over here. Okay, I'm kind of just waiting around for 20 seconds, honestly. Ebon Might. Did this guy bubble? He did bubble. Shoot. Oh, I got feared right then. That was a good fear. Alright, Ebon Might. And then big deep breath thing. This guy's super dead. Look at that. Stinky. Top of the damage meter. This is fun. I highly recommend Evoker to people. Og is like... I didn't do anything. I know I'm like supposed to be a highly mobile class, but I keep running out of what do you call them? Hovers. Because I'm not sure. I don't even know where hover shows on my bars. Is that hover? I think that's hover. Okay. Same thing. Null Shroud. Ebon Might. Prescience. Let's do a little of this thing. And then this thing. That's such blasting. Look at that. He's dead. See? What is that? That is nonsense. That was all me too. Just eruptions, upheaval. I upheavaled the healer that time. That's actually probably a decent approach too. Just for the CC. But I think it does a lot of damage too, so I probably should upheaval my kill target. Okay, what do we do here? Null Shroud, Ebon Might, Prescience, they're all rooted. Oppression to like make them get super stunned. Dang it, come back here. I tried to dodge the Searing Glare. Shoot. Upheaval, and we blast. Sleep that guy. Sleep the healer. Alright, he locked me, that's okay. Sleep the healer. Ebon Might. Sleep this guy. Okay. It's kind of annoying. Gonna knock that guy up. Blast. Nice. I've got 14 seconds on my deep breath. That's when I can kill somebody. Until then, I'm just messing around. Try and get their kicks out of the way. Ebon Might, probably a little early. Alright, here we go. Oh, I got banished. What? Line them up nice, perfect little line here. Kill him. Nice. That's crazy. When they're all lined up like that, it feels like you really feel like you're Deathwing, blowing up the entire world. Crazy. What rating is this? Is this 1900? See, this really shows that like I don't know what I'm doing, but I know my burst rotation. I don't know my filler rotation, and I don't know how to play defensively. But if you know your burst, if you know like some of your damage rotations, you can basically go really far in this game. I don't know what I'm doing, but look at how defensive they're playing. But that just means that they're perfectly lined up for a nice little U-turn there. Oh my gosh, where am I? There he goes. He's dead. AUG PvP looks fun. Yeah, it's super fun. I think people don't realize that AUG and Devastation are both very, very fun and very similar. Devastation is clearly good, clearly stronger, but AUG's not bad because you have a bigger burst window, and I think there's a lot of potential to play it better than I'm playing now, for sure. I'm just kind of like messing around. I'm just doing my burst rotation properly. I'm pretty sure at least. The big thing is like how much can you get done in the interim when you're playing a little bit more like um, let's go for this guy instead. Oh, can I get them both? Oh, I got them all three. So much damage. Dang, that's not enough. That's crazy. Go for some procs. Sleep this guy. He's. I'll sleep him again. Oh, he tremored. So Astro Strike sometimes doesn't kill them in one blow, which is kind of annoying. I mean, the totems. I'm hexed. That's okay. Uh, got him. See? Top damage. I barely did anything. I did like a little bit of little CC on the healer there, so it's not so bad. Yeah, maybe I can make an AUG guide for next season. We're 5-0. That's pretty funny. But like, I've played a few solo shuffles. I haven't done that great, but I only just figured out. I think I only just like kind of really figured out the damage rotation yesterday. And once you figure that out, I think you can climb to 21 or so. I'll probably get to 21 pretty quickly, and then I'll probably need to learn actually like what I'm doing with my class, because I don't really know. Oh shoot, I casted the wrong spell first. Dude, let's try this. Where's their friend? Oh, he's like AFK. Okay, well, I got 6 wins. That's so cool. Got rival on this guy. 6-0. Top damage by almost 100 million. It's pretty funny. Yeah, so let's see how high we can go with AUG. I don't know. Uh, at some point, I'm gonna have to read the rest of my talents and figure out the support stuff, because I think the support abilities are kind of where AUG can really shine. I think my build is also not quite standard. Um, I see most people taking foci of life. I think they're both good. This'll. It's kind of like it's almost like strength of will for warlocks versus uh, the other one. What's it called? Dark Accord. Have your defensive cooldown up more or have it be stronger. But because it's pretty short cooldown already, I think Fire Within is nice. It goes from being a minute 30 to being a minute. I'm not sure. More testing required. So Azure Strike, let's see. Azure Strike is doing decent damage with this. Hits 2 enemies now. Why not, you know? I like it more than Living Flame as a filler, I think. But you do need to cast some Living Flames just to like use up some procs. Actually, it's just the one proc, this burnout thing. Sometimes I don't even use it, I think. AUG PvP is pretty fun though. It's very simple. Your damage rotation is essentially spam eruption. It's kind of like your damage rotation for devastation is you spam disintegrate. A couple living flames here and there, but it's not too complicated. Took me a while to learn though, so maybe it's like a little. So I've played 53 rounds of augmentation in solo shuffle. I played some threes with my wife and friend. We're like figuring it out too. I've been playing it mostly with my wife on her new red paladin. She's doing the one button rotation thing, and she out damages me a lot with it. One button rotation with ret, it seems very, very good. But yeah, chugging along here. Hopefully something will pop here. Maybe. Maybe. What time is it in EU? 5 p.m.? Okay. Still like a lot. Yeah, actually, no, I logged on a little earlier today. We finished making breakfast for the kids. Okay, here we go. This guy goes in a follower dungeon. I will play Warlock. This is about a 2600 demo game. This UI is kind of wacky. Let's see if I can fix that real quick. Edit mode. I need to move this thing over here. It's kind of funny. The only way to save it is to change the size of it real quick. Okay, there we go. Oh yeah, let's put our APM counter over here somewhere. You can see my sweet APM. Okay. Should switch to a Soul Harvester build. I need Impish Instincts. I've got a pet. We're good. All right. Shadow Priest. So we'll see if they go in the Shadow Priest or me. Looks like they're picking the Shadow Priest. Nice. That guy missed his deep breath on me. That's actually really nice for me. Fell Lord right on top of all three of them. I'm doing a ton of damage, ton of pressure. I slept, but I'm like on top of them, so I should get, yeah, broken out. Easy peasy. Gonna fear the healer. Let's port for a second. I'm going to switch to the healer just for a second because I find that this is a fairly effective. Amp Curse of Weakness on the Demon Hunter. Get a really nice Tyrant. See if I can coil him out of the darkness. Refear. Spear the Demon Hunter. Interrupt the healer. This might be pretty tough to heal through soon. Switching to both. Healer's off Beard Yar, so We fear. And we fear again. There's a... I don't even know what that ability is called. Immunity thing from Demon Hunter. I'm not fearing yet, but I'm just clearing out his Null Shroud stacks. Trinket that. Stun this guy. Interrupt the healer. As long as we don't die here, this should be a win. Pretty straight up. I don't think there's any way this is healable damage. Full fear. Wall. There we go. Yeah, did crazy damage. So Demo is like... Demo works really well. Like, that's actually a legit threes comp. Actually, both sides had a legit threes comp right there. But Shadow Priest Demo works pretty well because they have to kind of pick your poison, you know? It's like, they're going to let me play the game or they're going to let the Shadow Priest play the game. Either way, it's pretty scary. This is a Shadow Priest Warrior. I think we mostly just... I don't know. I'll just follow whatever this Demon Hunter does. We can hit anything. With Resto Druids, you want to switch up your targets quite a lot. That was bad positioning by us. Oh wait, he got a... Never mind, didn't matter. He had got a Null Shroud off, regardless. Whoa, that's a lot of damage. I got locked twice, so I couldn't port. That was really that was a lot more damage than I expected. I'll be honest. Whoops. Happens. Brush it off. Next game. That's a sort of game where I'm like, I'll check to see if I'm wearing my PvE gear, but I don't have PvE gear on this account, so that's just me getting just absolutely demolished. I don't think the Evoker did anything wrong there either. He actually got some decent, like a decent start in terms of CC and everything. I was just a little lazy with my interrupts and stuff. I'm just going to port for a second. I don't like kiting, but trying to get back to the on the priest. Fear the healer. Got the precog. Healthstone. Your healer. We got all their defensives. Your healer. Bellord on top of the darkness. Interrupt Null Shroud. Curse of Tongue's healer. See if I can wipe Null Shroud. I'm just making sure I keep damage pressure high. And we should eventually win just on pressure. This is a huge tyrant, like massive. Stun this guy so that my warrior doesn't die. Fear the healer. I think we're looking at a kill here, maybe. No, maybe not. Refear healer. Shoot, that was a good fear. Oh man, did we lose? That fear might have won the game. What could I have done? I had a stun up. I probably could have stunned. Actually, no, my pet might have been fear too. That was a really nice fear. That was I think the healer and I got sloppy. We just ran in because we're like, we've got this, and then we just got we feared. Pretty silly. We had like all our cooldowns. Kite far and do druid swaps when he has to follow. That's probably good advice. I think that's right. Let's play on the left side. I think this priest likes to play on the left side. Keep setting up on the right side and like kind of awkwardly positioned. Bellord. Mind control. Nice. So I'm just like, I tanked that because like I could. It's kind of like my basic thinking. Shoot, I couldn't get in line of sight for the Hugh up here. You're getting pretty controlled here. How do I get out of this position? I really don't. I should not have reset my port up here. I got swooped up there, and I kind of like thought that maybe we should take over that platform, but that ended up being horrible because everyone else left that area. So positioning wise, that was bad. That seemed like very hard though. Um, I think we can win this one though. I just have to play better. I got really sloppy in one of those rounds. Yeah, pretty decent Bellord. Not Bellord, what do we call it? Oh, he got precogged. The healer CC'd, so I'm just kind of like hiding for a second. Alright. Let's fear the healer. Get precog. A lot of pressure here. Port. Man, just can't seem to get any damage on them. That's a 15 imp tyrant is pretty strong. Doesn't matter. There we go. Got the kill there. Okay. Let's see if we can at least end even on this. It's been a pretty evenly matched lobby. I wonder if Prez has a little bit of an advantage over Resto Druids. I don't know how that matchup works, but being able to wipe Hots can probably help a lot. They've got offensive dispels. Okay, I think we just keep looking for opportunities on the Shadow Priest and Warrior. It's really hard to kill Augs. I like switching on them sometimes just to get some cooldowns and stuff, but you can never really kill them. Holy cow. What a ridiculous spear. That's so unlucky. That was it. That's a classic error is where we all stack up. So, how should I put it? The one area where I commonly see kind of a mistake is, and it's something that I could probably play around, but it was going fine each time. But what happened was, whenever you run in as a warlock and you're setting up, you need to set up your port and gate and everything, and you kind of need to set it up in the same place every time. And if everyone kind of stacks up and gets AoE feared, we got AoE feared twice there. That was like that's a really rough start for us. I mean, we could have recovered, I think, but I probably didn't use enough. I probably should just trinketed that first AoE Fury, honestly. Prez typically does counter Resto Druid with Flame Breath, Dispelling Dots. Exactly. So I think like if you fall behind as a Resto Druid against a Prez Evoker, and they're in a position where they don't have to just spam heals and they can like Flame Breath and stuff, I could see that being really hard. So with a bad start as Resto Druid against Prez Evoker, it's pretty rough. And that just had to do with our positioning. We were way too stacked up at the start against the warrior and priest. So AoE Fear, and we're donezo. But that's okay. I mean, I think I should have won one more game with the Resto Druid early on. We made just like a huge error. Actually, the same thing. We got fear bombed again together. Because if we both get feared, it's really hard for our team to survive. Because, yeah, I don't know why. I just can't peel, can't heal. It feels like it matters more when we get AoE feared than compared to when like a priest or something is feared with me. Pretty close though. Pretty close to 3 or 4 wins there. But to be honest, I'm still waking up. That's still my second, still drinking my second coffee. And I really want to just play more AUG. That was pretty fun, right? I mean, the AUG games. I think it's pretty cool. We're going to play a little of everything, you know? Okay, what else should we do today? The fishing thing went really smoothly. I'm actually surprised. I thought I was going to like fall short. But we'll see. AUG is the one spec you haven't played in the game. I think it's worth a shot. I mean, if you've played Devastation, then AUG is going to be very easy to pick up. It's very similar. But it just seems nutty. Like Null Shroud, Ebon Might, Prescience, Blast here, Fire Breath, Upheaval, and then you spam. And this is like crazy burst. Like you can one-shot people for sure. I don't even know that plus 1 second thing means. What does that mean? But you spam these to try and get like more eruption procs. Oh yeah, there we got 2. I think. I'm not sure how that works, to be honest. Yeah, damage is pretty nice. And it's initially kind of overwhelming Oh, extending ebb and might. Oh, is that what it is? What extent is it? Eruption, right? What extends ebb and might? Ebb and might. Yeah, eruption extends it by 1 second. I see. Empowers extend it more. Interesting. Okay, let's send this guy over here into a follower dungeon. All right, I'm super low rated on Og. Yeah, 1200. What does Og do? So I don't even know what role an Og plays when it comes down to it. Like, it feels like I'm a team fight class, but should I play off cards? We've got, what is this? Prot. Oh my gosh. Ret, Prot, Og. Like, we have like a bizarro team, but they have a pretty bizarre team too. I don't think any team is like super. I should probably have a Blitz build. Let's make a new PvP Blitz build. The thing about Blitz is I bet I want more cooldown reduction stuff. So I bet time skip is stronger in Blitz. I bet healing stuff is pretty strong in Blitz too, but oh, you know what I probably want? I probably want that thing. Swoop up. Actually, not on this map. Not really. Chrono Loop? Divide and Conquer? Let's see. I probably want Tail Swipe. I probably want this thing. Let's get that thing and that thing. More knockback stuff. Um, Landslide. I probably want reduced cooldown on Landslide. What else? This thing? Zephyr is probably pretty good too. Do I even have this keybound? Okay, well now I do. Alright, whatever. We'll figure it out. I hope I'm team fighting because I'm not sure what else I'm doing. Breath of Eons? Yeah, Breath of Eons is probably pretty good here. Null Shroud, Ebon Might, Prescience again. This is a big... Look at that. This crazy burst. What do I even go on? I'm just hitting everything. Ebon Might again. Interrupt that? Oh, I didn't interrupt anything. Let's just time skip during while I'm kicked. Ebon Might. Oh my gosh, what am I doing? Prescience. Azure Strike. And here we go. We're gonna kill everybody here. Oh my gosh, that feels so good. Dude, this is so fun. The range is really hard to get used to because you're very short range. I didn't even. I'm so focused on my rotations, I didn't even notice somebody switching the tracks. That's pretty funny. Rescue to just save myself. Are you ready? Oh, that's so good. Does Eruption still hit them through Nether Ward? I bet it does, because it's like AoE. Yeah, let's take a look at damage dealt. What? Oh my gosh. How am I not at the top? I did so much damage. Wait, are we losing? We're losing this game horribly. I don't even care though. It doesn't matter. Okay, it does matter. Let's go. Let's go off cart. So I have casted a single sleep this game, and it got reflected. One sleep this entire game. Breath of Eons into big kill windows, making little plays with rescue. Yeah, I think I probably should be playing more supportive role in between. I'm playing like a just a pure DPS class, and it's not as I'm just not that strong at that probably. Um, Spatial Paradox at the bottom is kind of crazy for a healer in CDs, but not everyone takes it. Yeah, I don't really know what that is. Did I hit that guy? I don't even know if I hit the healer. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hey, Tria. How much price for Season 3? The price? So, you mean how much does it cost to play WoW? WoW is a subscription game. So you do have to pay a monthly subscription, which if you play a decent bit in the game, you can easily earn enough gold to not pay any subscription fee because you can buy the in-game whatever you call it thingy. Uh, Shoot. I don't think we can win this game. I'll be honest. But you do need to buy the War Within game itself, which costs like, I don't know, 30 bucks, something like that. But the monthly subscription is like somewhere between 15 and 20. I'm not sure, depending on like how long you subscribe for. But you can earn gold in the game. It takes a little bit of effort, but it's totally doable. What do I do to win this game? Where's my healer? I have 15 seconds on deep breath. Should I just kind of hang out until then? Uh-oh, I've been spotted. Here we go. Gotcha. Dude, the damage is so nice. Oh, he lived. What? Oh my gosh, lay on hands. I really haven't figured out what I'm supposed to do in between deep breaths. I mean, it's kind of nuts, and it has some super cool interactions with HPAL and press kits. This one here, Spatial Paradox. Allows casting while moving and increasing the range Oh, by 100%. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. That's probably pretty good. That's probably really good on Blitz, huh? Because mobility is so huge. Yeah, I think I'm okay. I want to play solo shuffle. Dude, my augmentation evoker's Blitz MMR is going to the absolute pits now. It's gonna be like 1K. Let's go check out what's up here. Can you run up here? No. There's no like ledge here. There's a ledge over here. Can you reach there? Nope. Nice little waterfall here though. Hey there, Bishort. What are you seeing? You're seeing. You just missed my. I was 6-0 augmentation solo shuffle. Crazy. But I'm gonna pop out of the instance group here. So we're queuing both augmentation and demonology right now. You missed my. Also my fishing achievement. I finally finished getting all the fish in the War Within. Um, let's just queue solo shuffle on this guy until what I haven't figured out is my damage rotation. And solo shuffle is the best place to learn the game. Like Blitz is like you can learn, but it's a little slower learning because it's just a little more challenging in terms of strategy. Like if you're in the wrong place at the wrong time, you're just not gonna like have the right kind of fights to like learn the game. It's kind of funny. You can be a dragon riding a dragon. Oh, this is not a dragon. This is a bat. That's not funny at all. All right, Warsong Gulch. This is a 20, almost 2,500 Warsong Gulch. Let's do that. Jump in a follower dungeon here. Honey Yogurt, have I tried the other evoker specs yet? Only briefly. I've tried a little bit of dev and it seemed really good. I haven't played any preservation really. I just haven't set up a healer UI is the main problem. I got to figure out the unit frame situation. Okay. We are... I need to switch to a Blitz build. Let's see, what do we got here? Basically all ranged. So I think I definitely want to go Soul Harvester. I want Reflect. I'll still keep Fell Lord. That can actually still get a lot of value on this map. But I'm not sure is like whether I should be playing offense or defense. Probably defense. Demo feels so sad on Capture the Flag maps. I don't know about sad. It's not the best. It feels worse on Temple of Katmogu. Yeah, I mean it's not the best at this kind of map because there's usually a lot of running around. So it tends to be pretty you feel like you're doing a lot less than you should. Feels like for demo specifically, they should make Burning Rush a little better. Just like make it so you can keep Burning Rush up a lot more. Maybe not 100% uptime, but at least a lot more than currently. 10 seconds of Burning Rush will basically kill you, so. You like Temple? You just kill people in the mosh pit? Yeah. Temple as demo is like very binary. Either your team is able to stay in the mosh pit and kill people, or your team is getting wrecked and they're running around and doing nothing. So this is their flag carrier. He's trying to get away. So just making his life a little harder. Having a little mosh pit here ourselves. We are Horde side. Our flag carrier is super speedy. Got a Pres Evoker. I think it's kind of interesting that their Pres Evoker is not going for the flag instead of their Mistweaver. Definitely think Pres Evoker has a huge advantage on this map too, because there's a lot of Z-axis, like up and down, and Z-axis is like very much favors Pres Evokers now because they can swoop up and not get stuck on the bottom level. They have a very strong offense here. Kind of unfortunate I couldn't get to the flag carrier. Hopefully he can survive. I'm not sure. Yeah, the warrior is with him, so that's helping. But they have a strong offense. I mean, Boomkin just does so much burst. So let's see what we can do. I gotta get back to position where I can help. Looks like he's still up top. Oh, nice, he capped. Very nicely done. Because he was definitely outnumbered for the entire time. They had a huge offense. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to go ahead and... Because I can't escort the Evoker, I just lack the mobility. So I'm going to go ahead and set up camp here. Evoker can almost always get across, no problem. So I'm just going to set up my port here. New Soul Well. And then try and help escort now. I guess the priest picked it up. That's fine. I'll go ahead and take this. So let's see, their flag carrier. You know what? We have a lot of people on him already. Alright, we got that. Nice. It's good to reset everything. What should we do next? Our flag carrier is... Once he gets the flag, he'll probably be able to make it past all these guys. Because evokers have that... They've got stuff, you know? I actually need to learn how to do it. But they can like deep breath and fly and hover and all that other stuff. Reset their hover. Oops, I should not have let that guy just run past me for free. Whoops. I was trying to think about like what the rotation is for... Wow, that guy... That's a flying monk. But I don't think he's the real flag carrier. He's kind of decoy. Let's see if I can stay closer to my flag carrier this time. the problem. Is like it's very hard for us poor demonology locks. But if I kill their healer, there we go. I killed their healer. So their offense is totally messed up now. Alright, even if I die here, it's okay. That's communion. That's his big last defense, and it looks like it was just enough. Nice. Okay. I think this flag carrier is doing a great job. What's next? I think we just have to slow them down. 5 minutes, going to be really hard for them to win at this point. They have to cap twice. Pretty tall order. Oh, got him. Just kind of guessed where he stealthed to. All right, here's the flag carrier. Let's go ahead and help our flag carrier out. Oh no, I got the precog, but I don't think it matters when you get hit by like 5 castles. I should make a weak aura that shows off my fishing skill, because I'm very proud of that. Let's see if I can get back on defense in time. Oh, I stayed mounted for a long time there. That's funny. Uh-oh. Shoot. That's okay. We delayed for long enough for our offense to kill theirs, so even if we didn't end the game there, didn't lose any ground. 11 stacks? Can this guy make it across with 11 stacks? Find out soon. Stun that guy. Slow him. "13 stacks. I guess they're going to let him cap because they can't win at this point, so might as well save a minute. All right. Slowly moving up on EU. Okay, pop out of the instance group here. Let's take a look at the stream. Looking pretty good. All right. Next objective. Let's get to 2.1 on this guy. Maybe we can get to 2.4. I don't know. Og feels pretty smooth. Let's practice the rotation. See, whenever you pick up a new class, you always have to practice a lot. I think that's what people underrate. It actually makes a huge difference. What I'm not sure is like, do I prescience before I do my big rotation or I don't know. Oh shoot, I did the wrong order of stuff. Oh well, whatever. Too late now. Let me see. Living Flame hits for 1,000,000. What is Fate Mirror? Prescience? Oh, is echoing some damage from something else, I guess. And Bombardments is from Deep Breath, so Deep Breath is a huge... What's Melt Armor? I mean, I guess it's from Deep Breath, I don't even know why. Huh. Eruption. And why are there 3 different eruptions? Oh no, two different eruptions. Fire Breath hits pretty hard. Inferno's Blessing is pretty bad. 500k? But I guess you have to get it in order to get Molten Embers. Because that greatly increases the burst. I'm not quite sure whether Overlord or Moats, whether this is better. But this is feeling pretty good. Rumbling Earth. Do you think I'd get more value out of Source of Magic, though, than this? My healer's healing will be 3% stronger. And they get a little bit of extra, like, mana. But mana's not usually a big issue. So I wish I could skip innate magic. I think that this is not helping too much. But I don't think there's really any other good options. And you need recall. Because deep breath sometimes puts you in awful positions, so you want to be able to port back. What if you skip a pressing roar? You can get source of magic. No, no, no. Probably skip this instead of a pressing roar. But source of magic is pretty useless without getting the... Maybe this is better. 1 point there. Because Azure Strike doesn't do a ton of damage. This makes me a lot tankier. I don't think I can get another point for Attune to the Dream, because 2 points in there would be nice. But what would you give up? Can't really give up anything else. Yeah. Okay. Maybe that's a nice little balance. I just have to remember to cast Source of Magic. Yeah, this looks pretty good. Hey, Slippy Gear. How's it going? What is up? Yeah, we're just chilling, having some fun. I've been I got max fishing earlier, and then got 6-0 lobby as augmentation. So we're queued as augmentation and demo. Yeah, so today it's just aug and demo. I only got I'll probably stream for another hour or so, maybe like at 1 to 2 hours tops. Lazy Saturday, but we got some stuff I got to do with the family later today, so it won't be a super long stream. But got a little earlier start as a result. Heaven might. Okay, deep breath, fire breath, upheaval, and you just spam. You know, you can keep your deep breath, not deep breath, ebb and might thing going for a long time. I guess the key is so you're trying to figure out how to extend your ebb and might the most, huh? So one kind of weird thing about getting the upheaval talent is that you get a little out of sync between your upheaval and your fire breath, and you probably want to pair them as much as you can. I'm guessing. A little awkward. Damage is really strong though. I think it's a little bit misleading because it's that's a against 3 targets instead of 1. Put on some nice music. My favorite. All right, let's try. Okay, once tip the scales off cooldown, I'm gonna try switching this back to here. Let's try that. Let's try our single target damage. Let's see. Null Shroud, Ebb and Might, Prescience, and then we just go for it. Single target damage is still very nice. That's all during one Ebb and Might. Pretty high burst. Upheaval does. So single cast of Upheaval does 6.9 million damage. Is that right? I guess that requires them to stay in place because the aftershocks are on the ground. Hmm, pretty interesting. I think that could be really crazy burst. Does it do more damage when there's one target? I think so, right? Eruption does because it splits its damage. No, it does, but eruption does more damage the more you strike. I see. Yeah, that's right. Okay. I hope I get a solo pop here. Just really curious where I can take Og. What is this? Ruined cube? I don't think I've ever seen one of those. Where's that from?
I have calibrated my prices to be reasonable.
12,000 honor. Time to start stocking up on vicious bloodstones.
My directive is to serve you. My directive is to serve you.
What? How do you save up a bunch of honor for the end of season? Can you save a lot of honor on like just random low-level alts? Because you can transfer honor around. You know what? Maybe you can't transfer honor at the beginning of a season. So maybe you can't transfer it back easily. Is that how it works? I can't even remember. I guess the only prep you can do is just save up honor on your main characters that you're going to play. Save up some bloodstones so you don't have to do quite as much honor farming. And then that's pretty much it. There's not much other prep to do. I mean, you want to be geared so that you can easily just dive in. But I think the honor level gear, like the starting gear for next season, is like probably better than current conquest gear. So that's usually how it is. Okay, let's try this again. Null Shroud, Heaven Might, Prescience to on myself this time. And we just blast. And keep Evan Might up like forever. And Eruption's back up already. I guess when you get a perfect rotation, it's pretty high damage. And every time you have Ebon Might, you basically have your combo back up. And Azure Strikes. So I'm not casting any Living Flames actually right now. Do you think Living Flame is actually better than Azure Strike? Because Azure Strike also is like, you can move while doing it, still get your Essence Burst procs. There's one. Ebon Might, Prescience. And you have like a full damage combo. Oh, I had Deep Breath up, so I should have used it there too. Okay.
My direct
Hopefully something pops soon. I'll sell some of these recipes. What is this? There's nothing in there.
I have an extended supply of goods for outlanders.
You like, let's see. Prescience affect me or only my target? How does that work? Let's see. Prescience. Grant an ally and occasionally copying their damage and healing spells. Okay. So I have to target myself, I guess, to cast it. Messed up my rotation there a little bit. You pop. What is it? Blitz? Okay. Is it gonna pop, or is it gonna just not pop? Had a few of these teaser pops. Darn it. Wait, maybe. If it pops twice, then I'm gonna send this guy into a follower dungeon. Save the queue. So how did I turned down the volume. How did I turn down the volume on my Q pops on this account? I don't even know. Okay, we're playing demo. This is a 2500 game. A little bit more melee heavy here. This might be an opportunity to go Diabolist. Let's go Fell Lord and Soul Rip. I think what I'm going to want is I'm going to want Feldom here. Let's skip that and go Feldom. Actually, let's keep that and go 1 point Demonic Resilience. Let's do that. Okay. I'm gonna go Lava. Hey Cars, how's it going? We are rocking along, playing a little AUG, a little demo. Maxed out fishing. Straight chilling. Oh, nice. We got a stream viewer. Yep. We're just getting some positive vibes from across the ocean. It's nice. Love it when we get supportive chat that's not like toxic. All right, let's see. Let's go to lava. Let's hope we don't let this guy down. See what we can do. Nice, that guy tagged the cart really fast. Let's quickly AoE Fear. That was a really bad fake cast, to Reason being is because I had popped my wall, so I didn't need to fake cast at all there. Let's focus on the see if we can take down this healer. I feel like he's playing pretty aggro. I don't know what I'm standing in, but I think that's the... yeah. Who knows? This is not easy to heal through, I'm sure. For whoever is healing me. Oh, I should be focusing something else at this point. Dang it. Couldn't get the AoE fear off. Did we lose it? So I might have cost us that cart because I died in the cart, but we were losing that fight anyway, so I'm not sure. It's pretty tough. Maybe Diabolus was the wrong call because I wasn't able to cast any Ana cooldowns there. But we're doing okay on the off carts, so hopefully we can recover a little bit of ground here. Get new health stuns for whoever walks across. Nice grip. A little confusing. Alright, we killed 2 of them. That's pretty good. Oops, got kicked. Alright. Let's see if we can clean this up. Oh, I didn't finish that. There we go. He died. Alright. Okay, this feels pretty good. If we kill this guy like another 10 seconds or 5 seconds, that's actually really good. He should probably die as quickly as he can. So at that point, he's like going to die regardless. So he wants to die with his team, so he rests with his team. It's kind of the key. Here, I just want to make sure the rogue doesn't try and steal it, because he's coming... he's going off cart, perhaps. Oh, we just lost mid. That's okay. I don't think we had a chance there. Okay, we're good here. Let's just also make sure nobody swaps the cart track here. Keep an eye on that. Oh, this guy's trying to tag the next cart. That was maybe the worst trinket ever. I trinketed a 0.5 second stun. Pretty solid. So we're actually super outnumbered here. Okay, well I managed to die outside the cart at least. The northern crossroads changed tracks. I think I want to go switch that back because we're winning the off carts. And so we want to keep winning the off carts, and when they switch it, it makes it worth less points. So you kind of have to be... Unfortunately, there should be like a raid warning when that happens, but it's pretty like hard to see. man. We got absolutely demolished there. Okay, so let's pop down some new health stuns for everybody. We have time. Goal is to get back to lava and win it. We've got a lot of people there. I think I have to play really well. I got a fear bomb here. Got an AoE stun. Play a Bellor down. Just trying to get any damage out. Trying to CC the healers. If we kill one healer, our lives become infinitely easier. Another AoE fear bomb. This warrior is kind of messing me up. I'll be honest. Killed one. If I don't die, okay, I got outside the cart. Dang, not enough to take the cart, but at least enough to make them scared. Pretty cool. Another fear bomb. Actually, I should not burning rush here. I have no health. Stun the warrior. No, can't kill him. That's pretty tough. It's a really, really close game. It's coming down to the wire. I can't get to mid in time. I don't think I can even get to top in time. We lost top and mid and lava all at the same time. Can I get to top in time? No, there's no way. Well, there's actually one person with me. Let's try and do it. Oh my gosh, I still have gateway. Can we do it in time? No. Wow. That's a huge, huge problem. Let me think. Right there, I think I had Trinket up and I didn't realize it, so I probably could have broken that Hammer of Justice. I thought I was off Gateway cooldown, but I was still on Gateway cooldown, so there was no way I could get there that much quicker. So maybe I could not have helped the top. It was close though. Tough call. I think going Diabolist cost us a little bit of pressure at the team fights in lava. Even though the Howl is really strong, it's like I lose so much damage pressure because the warrior was just sitting on me, stunning over and over again. How am I doing sub-rogue damage as a lock? Well, the key is getting kicked when you are trying to do your damage rotation. That's how you do sub-rogue damage. Yeah, that was a pretty brutal game. I think I should have gone Soul Harvester just for the damage pressure. Sounds good, Dark. I will let you know. But first, I'm going to give you a little gift that I like to call. Actually, I can't remember how to do this. I can never remember. Yeah, you get a little timeout. Yeah, I mean, I actually don't mind people trash talking me. But what I don't like is how it affects basically the entire community as a whole. Like I don't get tilted by people trash talking me. Like personally, I don't. But what I don't like is just like how much it affects everyone else in terms of like this is what they have to deal with. Like that person is whispering everybody, you know? Everyone they they lose a game with. And there's a lot of things that went wrong in that game. It's like not just me getting trained. It was like if I'm getting trained, then everyone else around me is free because they're not getting stunned or anything. A little gift, yeah. I think it's pretty important. I, I, I mean, I'm doing it at Twitch, but I'm also doing it in game too. I'm definitely reporting people who are toxic because they make the game less fun for everyone else. Like everyone else is just trying to play the game, like they're treating it like a game, and these people are treating it like it's like life or death. It's really not life or death, you know. It's a video game. All right, let's see. We've been waiting for this. This is our time to shine. We're 1970 on AUG. We just went 6-0, I think. Is that right? I think our last lobby was 6-0. So we are facing, what is this? Triple melee or double melee and a Mark Center. So what does that mean for me? I'm gonna get hit super hard is what I'm gonna get hit. Is there anything I can do for physical damage reduction? I don't think so, right? Should I get time spiral? Or no, not time spiral. What's it called? Chrono loop? No, not that either. Time stop. I'm not sure. Oh, I should probably cast a Source of Magic here. What's my keybind for an F4? Okay. Null Shroud, Ebon Might, Prescience. And he's dead. Look at that. Okay. One down. It's like playing Destro, except that you can instantly get to your Chaos Bolt combo. It's crazy. Good old Og. Yeah, Og is just funny. And if I don't get the kill right at the start, then what happens is it's no fun. So it's all about that kill. All right, we'll start with the Null Shroud. We have to do Source of Magic again. Null Shroud, Ebon Might, Prescience. And we blast him. Oh, that warrior's like, he's not going to let that happen to him again. We'll see about that. Interrupt the healer. Wow, lay on hands, bubble. Sleep the healer. Add another Ebon Might. See if we can get some eruptions. There we go. Let's erupt the healer so he pops up in the air. Sleep healer. Make this guy interrupt the healer. Maybe there's a kill. I don't know. Not good enough to know. Sleep the ret this time. Heal myself a little bit. See if we can get some procs here. Interrupt that guy. I thought he swapped earlier. Shoot. Your healer. Ebon Might. Your healer again. Oh my gosh, I didn't finish him. There we go. Number 1 damage. Yeah, you know, the sustained damage is actually surprisingly good. Even though, like, I didn't get a kill during the burst combo, that was purely just like constant pressure, constant CC. Feels pretty nice. It's basically plays a lot like a Destro lock. Um, pretty squishy. Pretty squishy though. Yeah, let's give this guy Source of Magic. And then I'm going to... What am I going to do? Null Shroud. Ebon Might. Prescience. Prescience again. Can I make a U-turn? I did. Can we just kill this guy? I just interrupted him. Nice. Just killed the healer. Not bad. Haswell, you leave for a few minutes and now I'm playing Evoker. You don't know how you feel about that? Yeah, it's kind of funny. I'm still playing both. Like I'm still queuing both Lock and Evoker. But I've been trying to like figure out another class that I think is a little easier to play than Warlock, so I can recommend it to people when people are like, "What should I play as a newcomer to WoW?" It's like fun, it's easy, and this definitely checks the boxes. It's super easy, super fun. Like, look at how easy this is. I don't even know what I'm doing. Look at that, he's dead. What's he gonna do? Interrupt that? Spam Azure Strike? He's dead. This is a 2K game. Or this is like 19... Yeah, I guess it's like 2K game. 4-0. I only learned finally how to do my damage rotation yesterday, so I'm starting to climb a little now. Source of Magic on this guy. Now you want to play Og? I, I still think that Warlock is the best overall class in terms of like just depth of gameplay and kind of like how interesting it is. But Og is super easy. Null Shroud, Ebon Might, Prescience twice. Let's see. Let's just go ahead and do this combo here. Leap this guy. Leap that guy. Sleep that guy. Interrupt that guy. Shrink it. Alright. A little bit hairy. I can't get to the healer, so I'm just hitting this guy instead. Rescue that guy. I think this guy bubbled already, right? Interrupt the healer. Sleep the healer. Eruption. And I think this is a kill, maybe. Unless he's got some big heal. Nope. Alright. Hey, go to Starbucks. What is that? PogChamp. Haswell, you've always wanted to try out Evoker, just get stuck in your ways and always level Lock, Mage, and Shadow Priest. Yeah, there's a little bit of a learning curve with any new class, and so as I get older, I find I'm more and more resistant to learning new stuff, but it seems pretty clear that this is like a very beginner-friendly class. I think it's designed to be. I haven't tried the other specs really, but so far Og is like highly recommended. hit everything with this. Get precog. Switch target. Interrupt the healer. No, can't yet. Fear healer. Let's rescue this guy. Heal. Double heal. Dispel. Sleep this guy. And then smash. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. This is a little problematic. Okay. One thing about when you play a new class and you don't know what to do when you're under pressure, that's pretty normal. That's me like spamming my heal buttons that are still on cooldown. But it's pretty fun still, because you just I think I can do more when I'm under pressure like that. I just need to figure out what, and that just takes practice. So that's okay. I'm pretty sure it'll still be a pretty easy coast to 2100, 2400. I'll probably have to like actually learn what to do when under pressure. But for now, it's pretty straightforward. Have I tried hover into big melees? So I have hover. What I'm not good at is tracking the cooldown on it. Because I have like, if you look at this, this is like, there's a bazillion things tracked here on the base weak aura. And I just never, I literally never look at them. Those are different heal spells there. I don't even know what that is. What is that? Oh, sleepwalk. Why is that there? Oh, sleepwalk doesn't have a cooldown though, so why is that there? So I probably need to clean up my weak aura a little. That would help a little. Luxos Evoker. So maintenance. Hey there, Cryptic. Best Warlock spec for Shuffle? It depends on your playstyle, but Destro and Demo tend to be the easiest to climb with. Demo is more like you're tanky, you grind them down, you have a lot of crowd control. You don't do top damage, but you do respectable damage and just a lot of overall pressure, and you win over time. Destro is you do a ton of damage, you blast them, you're a little squishier, but you're just trying to get like crazy chaos bolts. Both are very, very good in Shuffle. Whoa, nice. So hard to recommend one over the other without knowing your playstyle. If there are specs that you like to play or that you like classes that you like to play, I can help like pick something that's close to that. But Warlock is really good. Right now I'm messing around with Evoker. Just because I'm, you know, end of season, just kind of bored. I have like 3 Warlocks. I have like 4 Warlocks now actually. And I think it's time to learn something new. And Evoker is just kind of silly fun. Once you run out of walls as a dragon, life becomes tough. Yeah, I think it's a combination of that, and I probably should be casting. Like maybe I living flame myself, you know? I don't know. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Clearly something. Okay, this is now a 2K game. Slowly climbing. Holming, why am I in a follower dungeon? So follower dungeons, so I have two accounts. One on EU, one on NA. It just helps the stream kind of go along. I'm like basically playing like nonstop at this point. And it just pauses the queue on the account that I'm not playing right then. Just blasted enhanced shaman just to start with. Another Ebb and Might. I feel like I'm not doing any damage to anybody. Oh, there we go. I keep trying to port. It's so funny. Tail swipe. Ebb and Might. Interrupt the healer. I don't really know what to go on. Let's hit the monk though. Interrupt the healer again. I don't really have any more damage though. Shoot. Here we go. Big damage. I accidentally canceled my upheaval, my big combo. I just lost because I accidentally canceled my Empower spell as I was channeling it. So I lost like several casts on my big 2-minute cooldown. Big mistake. I do think that the Empower casting mechanism is a little bit clunky. I'm not sure how they could have made it better. But it's like not very intuitive. So I'm not very used to that still. All right. Perfectly lined up. Let's just hit everything. Interrupt that guy. I can't tell who has wind shear up, but Evan might. Sleep this guy. Interrupt the healer. Sleep the healer. Shoot. Big damage. Re-sleep him. Interrupt the healer. This probably is a kill on somebody, right? Maybe not. Oh, here we go. Deep breath is up. Can I make the turn? Ah, not quite. Interrupt the healer again. Man. Interrupt the healer. This has to be a kill, right? So much control. Uh-oh. I'm running out of steam here. Wow. Why did that feel so hard? We had that guy at like 10% health, maybe less, for quite a while. But at some point, when I'm out of essences, I'm like kind of like not sure what I'm supposed to do. I kind of just spam Azure Strike, but I'm not. I mean, what else can I do? Prescience, prescience to try and get uh, some casts off. I'm not sure how that works. It's a pretty nice lineup here. Interrupt the healer. Wow, it didn't do any damage there. Actually did a lot of damage, but didn't touch their health bars. Oh shoot. Alright, I need to help heal here. Interrupt the healer. This might be a kill. There we go. That was very close. Didn't look close, but it was there's that kind of like midpoint between my deep breaths where it just feels like I'm out of steam. I'm still doing a lot of damage though. Maybe it feels worse than it is. Getting used to this. Let's see. I wonder if Null Shroud is actually. Should I try Divide and Conquer? I'm not sure. Or Unburdened Flight for more movement? Hmm. Oh my gosh, our burst was crazy. I wonder if Eliog, Boomkin just some like really high burst classes that have no ramp up where you can just like literally just like press two buttons and start doing insane burst. I wonder if that's like a thing, because Og is not bad for that. There's no ramp. You just kind of press your deep breath and then you do a bazillion damage no matter what you do. Do you have a build for demo for leveling? For leveling, I would just go ahead and just use the PvP build. I don't think it matters too much. Oh my gosh, I was pressing the wrong buttons for sure. Very bad start. I should not have trinketed that. Okay, we got deep breath in 15 seconds, so we play around that. Interrupt UP. Interrupt UP again. Maybe we kill this guy. Nice. Okay, not too bad. There were a couple rounds where I think because I just don't know what I'm doing, didn't go so well. But I see a lot. I still feel like I have a lot of room to grow as an aug. Hey, Pluniet, how's it going? Cryptic, Af or Destro was your go-to in the past? So Af and Destro play very similarly now. I think you'll have fun both ways. I think Destro is a little better. Hellcaller Destro is simply really strong right now. You can't go wrong with that. Okay, getting some good damage here. Alright, we're getting Ebon Might again. Gonna blast this guy. Alright. Still have 20 seconds on our deep breath. Alright, this is it. Interrupt the healer. Nice. Alright, 4 wins is okay. Definitely a little bit hairy. But I think one of the good signs is that I'm doing competitive damage. So one of the main things you're looking for as you're trying to climb in Shuffle is you need to be doing competitive damage if you're a DPSer. Same with healing. Competitive healing and competitive damage as a healer too. Otherwise, you're not gonna climb past a certain point until you kind of fix your rotations. So I learned how to do damage yesterday, just like sitting at the training dummies, and it's helped a lot in terms of climbing. That's kind of the first step. Next step is I got to figure out what to do when under pressure, and how to like kind of optimize my CC. One problem is like because I'm just not used to the short range of a evoker, I end up like spamming a lot of buttons and there's not and nothing's going off because I'm like trying to cast while like at 30 yards or something a little too far. 25 is very short. Oh, I need to repair. But it's pretty fun. It's very simple. I think where it gets complicated is figuring out how to weave in as much utility as possible. So healing spells. I don't dispel very well. I never use expunge, which is the poison removal. I don't even know who applies poisons, to be honest, other than rogues. But when I face rogues, I should probably be expunging on cooldown, right? I probably should put this like somewhere easier to press, whatever. And then Cauterizing Flame is really good. Curse bleeds. That's probably even more important than poison removal. But it's a 1 minute cooldown. So this one is like, I also don't use it very well. That would be a big source of improvement. Just figuring that out. And then figuring out how to weave in some more. I should probably be doing Emerald Blossom and Verdant Embrace, like almost on cooldown. Because I'm not doing enough healing, I'm guessing, as a hybrid class. Yeah, I'm doing like very, very, very low healing. Questionable. And I'm spec'd into a lot of healing stuff, so maybe that's not actually good. Maybe this is kind of a waste. But I think this makes me tankier. That's why I'm doing it. Or it makes my healer better. Alright, let's go to Follower Dungeon. So I'm just going to do a couple more. Well, let's see how this goes. Let's see if another cube pops really quickly. Make sure I have a Soul Harvester build set up. What am I facing? BM Ellie? And what's this? A Red Pally? Oh yeah, okay. I thought he was a Prot Pally for a second. It's about to be very sad. But let's run with Nether Ward here. Okay. Hey, CP Linsano. Just saw my video on Demo Locked. Helped a bunch. Oh, I'm glad. Glad to hear that. Yeah, Demo is... I'm playing Demo right now, actually. This is like a 2600 lobby, I think. Something like that. 25, 26. Let's start up on this Hunter. Stun that guy. Lay a Fellord right on top of him, too. See if I can fear out of that. Is he going on the Druid? I guess let's switch to the Druid, too. Coil this guy. Fort here. Still near the... So I stay near the healer. Fake the kick. Fear the healer. Oh, he dodged it. Fear healer. We got Iron Bark, which is not a huge cooldown, but something. Interrupt the healer. If I can fear out of this. Nope, didn't get it. Fear. Port. Wall. Hellstone. Switching to Druid because he's very aggressively positioned. Yeah, he was a little out of position there. Okay. Yeah, Patras, in terms of leveling, I just zoomed through it, personally. Yeah, I know, buddy. Okay, so this will be our last game. Kids are home, Saturday, or last round of Solo Shuffle. Okay, buddy. All right, just give me a minute, okay? I don't know if you can hear, but the kids are yelling for food. Totally understandable. Overplaying here. Interrupt Stormkeeper just to kind of like throw up his rhythm. Turn on Reflect. I don't think we'll... Do I go on the Ret? Why does he look so tanky? So, having kind of a rough time here. They have Fellord to help recover a little bit of pressure. Health Stone. Interrupt the healer. Coil this guy. I want to get over to hit the Ellie, but he's playing pretty safe. Relay port over here. Make the kick. Reflect. They're trying to swap to the healer. So peel a little bit, but didn't really get any peels off anyway. They're playing really safe. I'm gonna coil this guy. So I'm setting up for a big tyrant. It's gonna be a pretty big tyrant. If I ever cast it. This is a massive tyrant. This guy's super dead. Okay, let's kill the Elena instead. Oh, I shouldn't have reflected until after he casted Stormkeeper, but we can switch back to this guy. Go and stun him. Hear this guy? We're just peeling a little because we're a little under pressure. I interrupted the healer though, so we have a lot of damage pressure now. Port. Oh wow, I hit a lot of immune stuff. Summon pets during Searing Glare. Wow. That guy lived with no HP. What could I have done? I mean, I definitely could have peeled more. It was kind of it's kind of balancing between peeling and doing damage, and I wonder if I over peeled. Should I just have been blasting? I'm not sure. Outroot, killing healers is so satisfying. Yeah, it's pretty fun when you make a good swap on a healer, especially in solo shuffle where it's very hard to. Oops, that should be Impish Instincts. I will, because you can't really coordinate, you know, vocally. You just have to like hope that everyone's on the same page. But especially against Resto Druids, because they have like this long ramp to get their heals up. All right, I'm just gonna drop a Fellord right away. Oh my gosh, why is it over there? That's terrible. I dodged the kick. Didn't dodge that kick. AoE stun. There's some sort of lay on hands or something. Trinket that earlier. Not sure if that was a mistake. I might regret that later. I still have wall though, so should be okay. Got the fear. Oh shoot, I got silenced. That was a nice silence. Wall. Fear healer. Dang. Spam silenced. support. Interrupt the healer. Hopefully there's a kill. I don't think I can last much longer here. Coil. Oh my gosh. There we go. They did a good job just kind of like trying to reset. That was I bet they were pretty close to some cooldowns. Pretty close. Yeah, a few more games here. Gonna make some food for the kids. Gotta go to a kid's birthday party. So today's kind of a chill day. Short day. But did quite a bit. Got a bunch of 6-0s. Or at least one 6-0, another 5-1 on AUG. Finished fishing for the entire expansion. And, oh, that's the Holy Pally. What am I doing? Stun this guy. Bellord right away. Right on top of the Stormkeeper. Stun everything. Reflect. Fear. Is there a Tremor Totem I don't see? There might be. I know, bud. 1 second, okay? Wall? Interrupt the healer? This might be a kill unless he burrows. No, maybe not yet. Fear him. Dang it. Fear healer? Oh no, he was still on DR by like a half second. Swap targets. Fear healer. Oh shoot. Interrupted. Oh no, that's unfortunate. I think I was a little late on getting some of my the Fellord out to slow down the Beast Mastery Hunter damage. Because we weren't really in a position where I could kite away at that point. We were just on the offense. I wasted a stun on the healer too, trying to get the kill. Hey, camp out. Glad you found my stream. Really chill. Yeah, you know, we're just having fun. Oh, wait, hold on. I should switch this to Impish Instincts. Let's see if I can pull through with a couple wins here. Whoa, that was a really bad gateway. That's like a 2-foot gateway. It's okay. Doesn't really matter. Hardly kiting in this matchup anyway. Stun the ret. Fellord right here. Kind of awkward positioning. Oh shoot, I overlapped a lot of CC there. It's okay. Better to overlap than not overlap at all, than like not do it at all. Got a precog. Can get more damage out. I'm gonna port. Interrupt the healer. Oh, we overlapped our interrupts there. Overlapping interrupts is a little more painful. Can I get a Fira? Oh, they got a clone. Nice. I got a Fear out of that. Refear. I better wall here. I'm not sure what the situation is. Port for a second. Oh, nice hex on the healer. Stun the healer. Bellord. Fear that guy. Get back on the hunter. Stun healer. Fear healer. Man. So close. Oh, shoot. That was really close. There's something we could have done differently there. I think we got like as much CC as we could on that Holy Pally, and we still fell just a little bit short. Yeah, I'm not sure what to do differently there. I mean, I just needed to do more damage. That's always the solution. More damage. Let's reflect. Fear the ret. Mostly just hitting the LA. He just has fewer cooldowns we need to get through. Interrupted the Hex. Port here for a second. Hellstone. Fear the healer. I can never find this guy's tremor totems. He's like hiding them somewhere. Play a Bellord right on top of him because he's Stormkeepering. Oh shoot, that was a good interrupt by the Druid. Whoa. Alright, I didn't expect to lose that one like that. That was like a loss when no cooldowns were used. It happens, but you know, that's too bad. Anyway, A little anticlimactic, but that's okay. Um, yeah, we've been streaming for about 4 hours. Pretty solid stream. I'm gonna have to make some lunch for the kiddos and uh, do some family stuff for the rest of the day. But I'll try and stream again later today. We'll see. Maybe tomorrow. Hope everyone enjoyed the stream. Oh, I'll answer the last question here. Not Scion X. As Destro in big team fights, are you AoE cleaving with Rain of Fires or just full sending Chaos Bolts? Oh yeah, Chaos Bolts only. Rain of Fire just doesn't do enough damage, I think, to like you might pad your meters some, but it just doesn't do meaningful damage. I will do Cataclysm. Like Cataclysm is something I've been using more and more, just to get your dots on everybody. It does a decent bit of damage, and it's pretty nice, especially in packed corridors, like in Eye of the Storm and in Silver Shard Mines. Really good opportunities to get a good Cataclysm off, and you can do a ton of damage. Uh, and then, but yeah, Chaos Bolts are the key. Like when you get a lot of shards, if you can get a precog or something, or you think you can safely cast them, just you don't have to hit even the back line. If you can, that's great. But even if you're just hitting warriors or whatever in the front, that's pretty effective damage too. But yeah, so rotation as Destro doesn't really change even in AoE situations. Yeah, in PvP, the only thing I'll weave in a little more is probably a little bit more spam dotting, like a little bit more like withers and um, cataclysms. But otherwise, the actual damage rotation, I think Chaos Bolt is simply more powerful because if you manage to kill somebody early, then you have a numbers advantage. Things snowball really fast. Whereas in PvE, your goal is almost the opposite. You want to, like in PvE, you want to kill everybody at the same time because that's like the most effective use of your damage, as long as nobody's dying. But in PvP, it's much more effective to single target people down. So yeah, I'd say you have the basic same approach. But okay, yeah, thanks everybody for watching. Binge watching my videos. Yeah, I appreciate that. I will make more new videos in the near term. I'll update for the end of the season, or rather for the start of season 3. I think warlocks are looking pretty good. I'm slowly learning Evoker, so we'll get good at that too, and it'll be fun. GG's Haswell. Thanks everyone for watching. Appreciate it. Uh, Everyone have a great Saturday, and I'll see you soon. All right, GG's.